Prophet Muhammad and Jewish beggar. In the corner of the marketplace of Medina was a blind Jewish beggar, who would cry out daily to all those who came near him, "Oh my brothers, don't go near Muhammad, he's a lunatic, he's a liar, a sorcerer. If you are to be close to him, you will be influenced by him." The news about the blind Jewish beggar's daily cursing and bad-mouthing came to the knowledge of Rasulullah. Even then, Rasulullah didn't get angry. He just carried on ignoring the blind Jewish beggar's insults against himself. Rasulullah started visiting the blind beggar and would feed him with his own hands without saying a single word. Every morning, the blind beggar would chew the food being fed to him and eat contentedly. Once he was full, he'd express his gratitude without knowing that the one who had fed him was Rasulullah. Rasulullah continued to feed the blind beggar without fail each day until the day he passed on to the next life. Throughout his service to the blind beggar, he never identified himself to the blind Jewish beggar. After Rasulullah had passed away, no one brought food to the blind beggar anymore. One day, the closest companion of Rasulullah, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu, visited the home of his daughter, Sayyidina Isha radiyallahu anhu. Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu asked Isha radiyallahu anhu, "O my child, is there any habit of my beloved Rasulullah that I have yet to carry on?" Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu answered, "I am the one who usually feeds you every morning." "No, don't you lie to me," objected the blind beggar. Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu was shocked. Thus he asked, "Why do you say so?" The blind Jewish beggar answered, "Because when he comes to me, I always feel it's easy to hold his hand and find it easy to chew the food he feeds me. The man who used to feed me would make the food fine before feeding it to me." Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu could not hold back his tears anymore and burst out crying. He had to disclose who he actually was to the beggar. "Verily, I am not the one who used to come and feed you. I am one of his companions, for the noble one is alive no more." "He was none other than Rasulullah Muhammad?" asked the blind old Jewish beggar, totally shocked with what he had just heard. "You mean to tell me that the one who came each morning without fail and fed me by his hand was Muhammad?" asked the beggar. "Yes, it was Muhammad," answered Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu. Immediately, the blind old Jewish beggar wailed out in despair and cried so pitifully, coming to realize that it was none other than Rasulullah who had been feeding him all the while. All this time, I had been cursing him, I had been slandering him. Not once did he ever scold me. He kept coming every morning to feed me. He was so noble," cried the old blind Jewish beggar, wiping away his flowing tears.